their own 32.
Tell you what, these safeties, boy, they're playing tight. They're playing tight to the line of scrimmage right now. They're going to try to get out of there at the snap. But with the speed of these receivers.
Here comes a blitz from one of the safeties, and Bridgewater just has to throw it into the ground. Deion Jones was right in his face. And there was a receiver in the area. So it is not grounding.
Yeah, they're trying to get Curtis Samuel on the screen, and you know, Chris Reed, the left guard, that's what happens. I've talked about this in other games, Joe. These and the quarterbacks out there listening to this, they can relate. Here's Chris Reed. So you call a screen, and for linemen, they don't even slow down the rush, and it makes it tough. Sometimes screen passes are the hardest pass to complete because they got rushers right in your face. They just don't give them a chance.
2nd and 10, and time runs out here as the play's made by Deion Jones. So the offensive line letting down Carolina here. That's a loss of 7.
They haven't stopped it all night, Joe. I mean, all night long we have seen this right in the A gap, right between the guard and center, all night. Deion Jones, we've seen it from Oluokun. It just hasn't mattered. They have hit that, and the Panthers just have not come up with an answer. And the guard has to close that off.
So not only do they lose 7, but they have to use their first of 3 timeouts with 1:47 to go, and it's 3rd and 17. This defense for Atlanta trying to close it out.
Well, you see, they've got 4 guys at the line. They've got 7 back there right around where the first down marker is.
Bridgewater hit as he throws, and the pass is caught. That's more. And just like that, Carolina is inside Atlanta territory to the 34.
Well, that's A.J. Terrell, the rookie from Clemson, who has had to play a lot this year, and he's done a pretty good job, but it's just a rookie mistake by him on that play.
That's a 42-yard completion, and now they look for more again. He was open, but underthrown by Bridgewater. Back to the 42-yarder.
Yeah, A.J. Terrell, he just totally sits on it rather than really understanding down and distance. Here it is right here. DJ Moore just gets him completely turned, and you know, yeah, it was a double move, a 7 pump, whatever you want to call it, but considering how far they had to go, he should have been soft the entire time. That should have all been played out in front of him.
3rd down and 17, and that was the biggest play of the night for either team, 42 yards.
Yeah, they finally got a shot down the field. They hadn't seen one of those since the first quarter.
Now Bridgewater is out to his right and able to stop the clock after a gain of 4. It was Tuioti Mariner out there to force him out of bounds.
Well, you just wonder what these defensive players are thinking right now, you know, to themselves. You know, here they just had this type of game on Sunday. They've had the other games that we've talked about, the blown leads to the Bears, to the Cowboys, and you know, what is running through their minds.
And here they are again. If you subscribe to win probability, play clock down to 2. And they're going to throw a flag.
Carolina had only converted 1 3rd down all night. And
Carolina, their second 30-second timeout.
They're going to grant the sideline a timeout instead of assessing them 5 yards. A flag was thrown, but they pick it up. Well, here are the numbers, and the Falcons are tired of hearing about the game at Dallas, the game against Chicago, the game a few days ago against Detroit. But the only way to stop hearing about it is to make a stop in a game like this, and all Matt Ryan can do is just pace the sideline and hope that his defense is good enough to get the Falcons a win and get out of here.
Yeah, and I felt that, I know it didn't happen internally within their organization, but I felt that there was way too much discussion about Gurley scoring rather than the defense not making a stop in that game. And they get a chance to make it all right now.
Only one timeout left for Carolina. Flag on the play, and this is picked. Intercepted, and the defense makes a play. That's Bleedy Ray Wilson. It looks like a hold against Carolina. And the interception should stand.
Offense number 72. This penalty's declined. It's Atlanta's ball. First down.
Taylor Moton, the right tackle. He kind of gets Dante Fowler right up around the neck. That was a good call. It was the right call. It was holding. And the Atlanta Falcons, they made a play.
Second interception for Bleedy Ray Wilson. And that will seal this one under a minute to go. And Matt Ryan, the veteran, appreciative that his defense finally made a big fourth quarter stop.
Best play in football right here. Atlanta hasn't gotten to do it enough this year. Matt Ryan, congratulations.
And the record as the interim head coach for Raheem Morris will go to 2-1. They got that win on the road at Minnesota. His first game, they lost the heartbreaker last week at home against Detroit, but now here they are with one more snap, 2-6, and Carolina slides to 3-5.
Yeah, Carolina now, they've lost their last three, and they've got their hands full next week. They travel to Kansas City.
Atlanta with a home game coming up against the Denver Broncos, and a fun game on a Thursday night in Charlotte comes to an end. Julio Jones, 7 catches, 137. And the Falcons over 400 yards in the ball game with 28 first downs. Matt Ryan and the Falcons get a win. They hang on in the fourth quarter. 25-17 the final. Thanks for watching Thursday Night Football, presented by Bud Light Platinum.